Why do we travel, really? Maybe it's to find an instant connection, like chatting with a local at a farmer's market or hearing live music echo through a historic square. Or maybe it's to get a fresh perspective, standing where history was made, feeling the weight of stories that shaped a nation. We travel to feel something real, to learn, to connect the dots in our own story. And here in Dover, Delaware, those moments are all around you. Stick around, because this trip might just remind you why we wander in the first place. You don't need gold to find treasure in Dover. With a DART public transit pass for just $18, we glide through the city's quiet corners and historic lanes like locals chasing time itself. Our base is the Home2 Suites by Hilton Dover, a clean and modern 3-star stay with just enough polish to feel like a treat. At $119 per night, 3 nights total $357, a fair trade for cozy beds, a hot breakfast, and walking access to the Greene and downtown's best stories. The real luxury lies in location and freedom. And we have both in spades. Mornings in Dover feel like a polite handshake with history. We begin at House of Coffee, known for its smooth brews and old town charm, where we spend $15. Then it's off to First State Heritage Park, where red brick paths and colonial echoes lead us through the old State House, all free to explore. For lunch, we visit Angelo's Luncheonette, a nostalgic staple famous for its home-style comfort. We spend $20. Afternoon hours are filled with quiet at the Biggs Museum of American Art, with exhibits that stretch from folk to fine, all free to enter. A stop at Woodburn, the governor's house, rounds out the day with Georgian grace and ghost stories. As dusk sets in, we dine at Grey Fox Grille, praised for historic atmosphere and hearty flavors. We spend $30. We start the second morning at Amity Coffee Roasters, a small cafe known for its rich blends and quiet garden seating, where we spend $15. Then we head to the Delaware Agricultural Museum, where vintage farm equipment, handmade tools, and a recreated 1890s village paint a vivid portrait of rural life in Delaware. Entry is $8. Next is lunch at Restaurant 55, a local favorite known for bold flavors, cheerful service, and a loyal crowd of regulars. We spend $30. In the afternoon, we slow the pace and shop along Loockerman Street, browsing old bookstores, vintage curios, and artisan goods. At Delaware-made general store, we pick up hand-stitched tea towels and a wooden crab magnet for $45. The day eases down at Roma Italian restaurant, praised for its warm hospitality and generous plates. We spend $50. Our final morning begins at Drip Cafe, a bright and modern spot known for its seasonal coffee and friendly atmosphere for $25. With caffeine in hand, we stroll the historic Greene, where weathered benches and brick-lined paths lead past churches, graveyards, and colonial echoes. History lingers in the air like old perfume. Next, we explore Court Street, where quiet buildings whisper of governors and poets. Lunch takes us to the Country Eatery, a relaxed diner loved for its riverside view and timeless charm, totaling $30. Later, we slow down in Silver Lake Park, where the trails curve along the water, shaded by maples and tall silence. Families fish, children feed geese. We just sit. Our last meal is at La Hacienda, a colorful spot known for festive flavors and good cheer, where we spend $40. Level 1, Budget Adventurer. Grand total, $683.
Headed out on your next adventure? Don't forget these 10 travel essentials that make every trip smoother. From smart backpacks to portable chargers, noise-canceling headphones to a must-have first aid kit, we've got the ultimate checklist for stress-free travel. Whether you're team budget or VIP, these are the items you'll wish you'd packed. Hit the link now and travel smarter.
We ditched the bus stop and called an Uber because leveling up means never asking strangers for directions. $250 covers all 3 days. No waiting, no weird van smells. Our home base is the Residence Inn Dover, where the suites come with kitchens, plush beds, and more elbow room than our last apartment. At $350 a night, 3 nights land at $1,050. It's clean, classy, and one wrong turn from the governor's mansion. We're not tourists now. We're urban explorers with snacks. The day begins at Coffee Lab Roasters, where the beans are precise, the art is foamed, and $35 vanishes into something smooth and sophisticated. From there, we slip into the Johnson Victrola Museum, a free entry time capsule of sound, brass horns, and dancing dogs that once ruled the music world. McGlynns Pub hosts our lunch with a view of the river and plates bold enough to match. The tab hits $45, worth every bite. In the afternoon, we glide across Silver Lake by kayak, handing over $65 for sun, balance, and a few close calls. Once dry, we close the day at Toscana To Go, a cozy bistro known for wood-fired magic and polished service. $60 seals the night with house-made pasta and 0 complaints. Day 2 eases us in at Country Eatery, a charming riverside spot where locals linger and coffee refills never stop. $30 glides away with ease. Then it's off to the Delaware State Police Museum, a sleek space filled with vintage cruisers, antique uniforms, and enough true crime history to keep us reading every plaque. Admission is free, but the stories are priceless. Fraser's on the Water delivers a waterfront lunch that feels like vacation, and the $50 bill feels justified. The afternoon belongs to Belle Boutique, where we grab a canvas weekender bag and a handcrafted charm bracelet for $85. To close out the day, we hit the Greene Turtle, a cozy local hangout that surprises us with upscale plates and warm service. Dinner wraps at $60. We kick off the final day at IHOP Dover, where the coffee is hot, the service is sharp, and $35 covers a breakfast that reminds us how to slow down. The rest of the morning is spent wandering Fork Branch Nature Preserve, a quiet pocket of trails and wild Delaware woods. Entry is free, but the stillness is priceless. For lunch, we go casual at Buffalo Wild Wings, where big screens, bold sauces, and a $45 tab keep the energy high. The afternoon brings us to Pizzadili Winery, where $50 covers 5 pours and entry to their Friday night drag musical bingo, food included. It's loud, lively, and unforgettable. We close the trip at Cool Springs Fish Bar, a Dover classic with white tablecloths, fresh seafood, and $75 well spent. Full hearts, full plates. Dover delivered. Level 2, level up tier. Grand total, $1,935. We're not flagging down Ubers this weekend. We've called in Dover Limousine and Executive Service, where our personal driver, suited and silent, waits curbside in a 2025 Cadillac Escalade ESV. $15,000 for 3 days of leather seats, chilled water, and not touching a door handle once. Our palace is the quarters at Bally's Dover, but we're not mixing with the gamblers. We've taken over their presidential suite, $3,500 a night, wrapped in velvet, mirrored walls, and exclusive spa access. 3 nights totals $10,500, but who's counting? There's a grand piano we won't touch, and a whirlpool tub we absolutely will. We didn't book a room, we booked a statement. Day 1 begins with a reserved morning at Cobblestone Cafe, where early quiet and crafted plates meet crisp linen and hometown charm. $150 covers coffee refills, gourmet bites, and the luxury of not rushing. Next, we ride privately at Redstone Ranch, where $2,000 gets us horses, handlers, and high society vibes on actual dirt. For lunch, Stone Rail Market curates a private tasting flight of seasonal dishes, $280 gone before we even blink. The afternoon is booked at Topper's Spa and Salon, closed to the public just for us. For $1,500, we float through facials, massages, and absolute silence. Dinner closes strong at Jack's on Main, where warm lighting, polished service, and a flawless chef's menu run $500. We walk out full, unbothered, and a little smug. We start at Mug's Cafe, where custom brews, soft jazz, and a cordoned-off corner table deliver the morning we deserve. $120 handles the bill and the privacy. Then we're chauffeured to a private chartered sail on Killen's Pond, outfitted with wine, a captain, and silence. $2,500 for 2 hours of pure glide. For lunch, Rancho Azteca serves bold flavors in a quiet back room where we spend $250 on mole, mood, and mezcal. The afternoon continues at Painted Stave Distilling, where $600 buys a VIP tasting, a custom label bottle, and our own barrel to sign. We wrap at Rail House, Beer Garden, where string lights, upscale drafts, and chef-prepared dishes cost $480, including fire pit service and a private keg. We definitely don't finish. Breakfast is at Amy's Grill, where regulars chat, coffee flows, and our private corner is marked reserved, clearly important. $110 for a golden start. Then we head to Maple Dale Country Club for a private golf clinic with the pro, no one else in sight. $1,800 by silence, sun, and a flawless swing. For lunch, Clean Eats preps a custom meal plan tasting. $200 for food so balanced it makes indulgence feel noble. The afternoon belongs to Sayers Jewelers and Gemologists, where $2,000 secures a sapphire pendant, a gold cufflink set, and a velvet box that says Impulse. Dinner is saved for Cool Springs Fish Bar and Restaurant, where the chef greets us personally, and $550 covers oysters, steak, and silence between bites. Level 3, VIP Luxury. Grand total, $38,540. That's a wrap on 3 wildly different ways to conquer Dover, Delaware. From budget brilliance to full-throttle luxury with gold-trimmed golf swings. Whether you're pinching pennies, splurging smart, or living like a legend, Dover delivers charm, history, and just enough surprise. Which tier would you choose? Let us know in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more travel stories in 3 delicious layers. Next up, we're heading somewhere bolder, brighter, and a little unexpected. Triple level travel continues. Stay tuned.